Hi everyone, welcome back to the Nick and Josh channel. I'm Josh, and today on our very first episode of Bake Remake, I am going to challenge Nick to make a dessert purely off the looks of a photo. We are going to put Nick's baking skills to the test to see if he can recreate this awesome dessert. So let's get him into the kitchen and see what he can do. Hi everyone, I'm so excited for today because Josh has challenged me to remake something from a photo that he's just handpicked off the internet. I haven't seen this image and he's about to text it to me and we're gonna break it down and try to recreate it. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. So it looks like we have a strawberry cake. Don't know what type of cake it is on the inside, so maybe I can take some liberties there. With a chocolate ganache, little drizzle around the outside that's falling perfectly down the side, so that'll be fun to recreate. There looks to be some piped roses on the outside as well, and some sort of herb little garnish. Let's get cooking. Oh, let's get bacon. So let's get bacon. I'm ready to recreate this. Here's how we're gonna recreate the bake. Since we don't know what type of cake is on the inside and I have the liberty to choose, we are going to do a chocolate cake because since there's going to be ganache on the outside, we're going to predict what the inside of the cake's gonna look like. Then we are going to layer it with a middle layer of buttercream that is topped with thinly sliced strawberries. For the outside of the cake, we're going to dye the buttercream with a little bit of red food coloring so it has that really nice strawberry color to the cake. Then we are going to melt some candy melts and drizzle that around the outside to have that really nice and glossy ganache finish. Lastly, we're going to decorate the cake with some pipetted buttercream rosettes, some thinly chopped strawberries again, and then finish with some mint sprigs to make it look all fresh and fun. We're gonna start off with our dry ingredients, which is flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, baking soda, espresso powder, and our baking cocoa. Once you have those all in, I like to give them just a loose toss together. We're gonna take a separate bowl and add our wet ingredients. So to begin, we're gonna add 2 eggs, some vanilla extract, and some oil. We're gonna whisk these all together to make sure they're really combined before we add our buttermilk. We're gonna add a cup of buttermilk. Now that we have our wet ingredients mixed, we're gonna add them back to our mixing bowl where we have the dry ingredients. Lastly, something we're gonna do to boost the flavor of this chocolate cake is to add a cup of coffee into the batter to really bring out those chocolate flavors. Okay, my batter is just mixed and now we're ready to put it into our prepared baking dishes. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees and this recipe calls for my cakes to go in for 23 to 26 minutes. I like to always go on the lowest time that they give you so that you don't overbake your cakes because that's the worst thing you could do to the cake. The moment of truth. Now the cakes have been cooling in their pans for 10 minutes. We're gonna take a butter knife and really press along the baking tin, trying not to scrape off any of that delicious cake that we've made. Now, in order to get it off of the pan, you're gonna take your wire rack, you're gonna flip it over the cake pan, and then you're gonna flip it upside down. And hopefully we did this right. Ta-da! This completes the cake baking process. Tomorrow we'll be back to decorate and frost the cake. Welcome to day 2 of Bake Remake. Now it's time to assemble. So what we're gonna do is start prepping our ingredients to make the buttercream frosting. Cream together a cup of butter, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, 3.5 cups powdered sugar, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of heavy cream until very light and fluffy. Both of our cakes are leveled and our buttercream has been made. I wanted to recap what the layers are gonna be. So it's gonna go chocolate cake on the base, then it's going to be a layer of buttercream, we're gonna do a layer of thinly sliced strawberries, top it with another cake layer, and then do a crumb coat of thin buttercream all around the outside so that it'll keep all the crumbs in before we go in and do our final buttercream layer for the decoration and all the pipetted details on the top. We're ready to put this in the fridge for about an hour so that all of this crumb coat just hardens and it's ready for the decoration. We've prepped our second batch of buttercream for the outside of the cake, but right now it's just white. We need to color it. I have some red food coloring in here because we're trying to get it to that really nice light pastel. We got the perfect color. It only took 1 drop, so I'm glad we didn't start with 2 because I think it would have been a little bit too dark. But now we're ready to frost the cake. Wow, okay, I think the drip actually turned out pretty well. So Josh, I think the candy melts worked A+. It was a little tricky at first, but I think we got some really nice drippage. Obviously, they're not as consistent as the picture, but don't tell anyone. I still think it looks good. Homemade, rustic. Bing! It is time for the final decorations. We're gonna put strawberry tabs on, put some piped rosettes, and then finish it off with some mint sprigs.
Let's remember the cake Nick was trying to recreate. Here's the final product.
Surprise!
Oh wow, Nick!
You like it?
Ooh, look at that! I am most impressed. Wow.
I mean, I didn't think it was gonna turn out that good.
Let's cut into it.
Yeah, let's try it.
Whoa!
Ooh. Oh my god. Wait, can you show it to them?
I think so.
Whoa. You like get definition of like the layers. Ooh, okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. Wow. It's a perfect crumbly chocolate cake. Good texture. It tastes as good as it looks, I'll tell you that much.
Good! Well, this has been the first episode of Bake Remake. Let us know if you want to see something like this again, because we can keep this going on our channel if you guys liked it.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys had fun watching, as much fun as Nick had making this, and I will have eating this delicious cake. If you want a slice, let us know. We'll deliver if the price is right. We have a lot of cake and we're not gonna eat that all.
Yeah.
So thanks again. Hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye.